Well, it's, you know, it's gonna.
You're thrilled to have the responsibility for the big dig.
You know, I have been. I mean, I like the big dig. I do. I think I've told you that before. He's busy writing it down because, you know, MetroWest it's the project you love to hate. I like the big dig. I think it is an engineering marvel. I think it contributes a lot to the strength and modernity, if you will, of the transportation infrastructure. I think it was a better idea at, you know, $5 billion than $15 billion, and I have been troubled for years. I mean, as a private citizen, about the lack of accountability for where that money went. But this is indecision or bad decision from my predecessors coming home to roost. And I got to make good decisions today, even if they don't benefit me today politically, because they will make a difference in the long run. The point I wanted to make about transportation, though, was this, and it's a practical point. It goes back to the governance point. No governor, it's not just me, no governor, I mean, any one of us could conceive a comprehensive transportation strategy, and we are working on that, including how to meet that deferred maintenance. But no governor could implement a transportation strategy right now with the current governance, because we have delegated to 4 or 5 different quasi-publics different elements of the transportation infrastructure. And that's why you get these anomalous, simultaneous initiatives like trying to take the tolls down west of 128 at the same time that the T is raising rates. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'll subsidize.
But do you believe in cross-subsidizing?
Yes, I do.
I mean, a user fee, shouldn't that cover what you're using?
It doesn't
funneled away to
don't-
serve some constituency in another part?
Yes, I do believe in cross-subsidizing. I don't think there is a successful public transportation system on the planet that isn't subsidized, first of all, which is not to your question. That's just about the public subsidy. But also because I think we have there are some assets that have a value that are in one part of the state, whose value we ought to try to extract to benefit the rest of the state, because it's one commonwealth. Right. Yeah, well, I think we have to do something about it, because we don't plan very well as you know, not within regions or within the state. And if we're going to do things like you know, you can't plan a train town by town. You just can't. You have to think about it regionally. We can't do much of the road work we need to do, or the extensions of commuter rails we need to do town by town. It has to be a regional approach. And I actually think, and it's the quid pro quo for the Municipal Partnership Act. We've been saying to cities and towns, look, we will work with you to try to give you tools to control costs and raise revenues, but you have to pledge to us that you're gonna play when it comes time to plan. And I think there's a lot of interest in that, at least among the municipal leadership, let me put it that way. I think it was, and we're definitely down. I am assured by the Adjutant General that we have what we need for a disaster. I think what everybody worries about, frankly, is having more than one disaster simultaneously. You know, if that tornado had touched down in 2 places, if we'd had a severe weather here where there was flooding in the east and in the Connecticut River Valley, for example, I mean severe disaster level flood, then I think we would be really stretched, and we worry about that. Now, we have agreements with our neighboring states about drawing on their resources at the same time, but the war has really made a mess of the National Guard deployment, to say, and I'm talking about that as a functional matter, and to say nothing of the turmoil in individual lives and individual families' lives. I think I've been to 8 funerals now. I was at one yesterday. I will say one thing though. There's no bitterness at the funerals. Yesterday in Easton, they buried a boy. His I met his little son, 3 weeks old. He never even held his son. Never even held his son. And no bitterness. It just blows you away.